And I couldn't wait to meet him. He's out of Florida, and I'm here in Chicago. So he stepped in and did it.
Yeah.
Okay, the knowledge that you get by studying and understanding this industry will carry you right through. He shared some important nuggets that those of us that have been in this industry for decades, years, we understand. And Miss Beverly right here knows that what he's saying. Some of us couldn't do a lot to get to understand what this company is offering. So we're very excited about that. But I'm even more excited because I get to bring up my little mentor in this company. I'm going to say his name first because I don't want to keep you guys in suspense. Minister William Mooney is a young man. He's only 48, and I have your age right? I met him about 7, 8 years ago in our previous company. And the thing that I remember about Willie is that he would always stand by me and Dorsey, what do you think about that? Because he knew that I was in network marketing. This guy wants to grow. He wants to understand. He's an entrepreneur. He had his own business. He's going to share his story. So, but what happened with us was that I was done. I was on the other side of my life. This young man said, she's a network marketer. She needs to see with her. She needs to understand what these ladies are doing. And what he did, one time he got in trouble with me on my Facebook page because he put some marijuana stuff up there. I said, anything about CBD, not a thing, not a thing. And when he encouraged me and he sent me the videos, he did the steps. He sent me the information. He sent me the website. I looked at everything. I looked at the marketing plan. I said, so when I got the chance to come out, he had me come out. He studied my schedule. He said, my daughter, you can come this step. And so he looked. And since that time, we have been in this company 3 years together. I have seen him grow. I have seen him get married. I didn't know he was in a new relationship when he first brought us out to the company. And it has been this family experience, guys. We're making money. We're getting money. I mean, we're serious about that. So I'm so excited to bring him out there. He's going to share about the Sales Academy and pretty much the steps you need to take in order to properly bring people into the company and get them informed. This is a teaching. It's lessons. It's information. So it's not that you just want to come and just, you can have a good time, but learn how to make some money, okay? And go to Vegas with us for the all of the rubies and the emeralds, because they're taking us on a free trip, and they're gonna tell you all about it later. So come on out there and give me my big hug.
So thank you. Thank you. You all, I love what Jarvis is. A lot of things of what he shared, I do really love. Now, one, you gotta pardon me for a second, because rarely do I get the opportunity to do this, and that's capture the moment. You get that. Can you take a picture of the diamonds right here? Oh, this should be too long. Yeah, it's showing you right now. Yeah, hold on. Rarely do I get the opportunity to sit down and enjoy the moment. Got it. That's amazing. All right. Rarely do I get a chance to sit down and enjoy the moment. From a diamond's perspective, an emerald perspective, a ruby's perspective, a minister's perspective, is you're always concerned, and you should be, about taking care of the people that not only help you get there, but those that you were able to share your vision with the company's vision with, the system with, and you all do it together. Right? I start out by sharing the story about Melissa Boston. Well, it was 5 people in that room. Man, it's about, I look at 53 people online, 55 now, online. And if I had to guesstimate in and out, I would say about 50 people in this room. So you all, as Jarvis has shared, have the opportunity, doesn't matter what happened 3 years ago, you all are looking at brands and hearing information and hearing new rock stars come to the front of the room, and you can actually be, and you will actually be, let me decree that, the next diamond or this next movement that's coming and be the leaders of it. He acknowledged that it feels good. See, being a minister, I really have a problem with the story. I'm gonna take a little extra time because I want you all to catch this. I had a problem with the story in the Bible about King Saul and then King David. Saul didn't want to release what he thought that he had, that God was meant to intend for duplication and to move forward and to do better. David came along, and I love seeing David's, because you get a chance to, as he say, not being a Saul, to sit back and see that the system has worked. When you see the 6 foot and over club, see, I know when God is speaking to me. That brother is, how tall are you, Jarvis?
6 foot.
Woo! It's good to see some men up in here. I see how they was coming, over 6 feet. Right? It's amazing to talk with people who catch the vision, see the opportunities in a brand new room at a brand new time, and then run the system. So I love talking about money, right? I love, let me see, I love doing this too. Hold on. Oh, next slide, or click the button. Next slide. Okay, well, that's good. So there was a little, I like dancing too, but my song didn't come on, but that's okay. But I'm gonna move right along. So I love having fun and I love being me. Nothing, and Jarvis has mentioned, maybe it's due to I had an awesome, amazing father, and this father, right? A father on earth and a father in heaven that just, you see things. And as a mentor, Mama Dorsey, always asking questions and always inquiring about what's going on, what's happening, and then paying attention. Some of you I see taking notes, and that's a real good thing if you are taking notes. But if you could grasp some of these basic concepts, if you could grasp, then sky is the limit. There's not a respect of person, right? Miss Bev knows, the diamonds know, the emeralds know, the rubies know, the sapphires know that it's not a respect of person. So I want to show you all what we have been talking about. This is Rogers bell curve. I'm a math nerd. I majored in math, computer science, mathematics in college. I'm a nerd. I'm a corny nerd at that. The music that I was about to play, y'all probably would have been like Mama Dorsey said, what is wrong with this boy? What is wrong with him? But everybody has their own thing. And one thing that I love about Wakanda is you can be you. My thing is numbers. My thing is being organic. My thing is making it simple and making it plain. Thank you, Cherie Eckerton, for reminding me of making it simple and making it plain. That's my thing. So you can actually find your space, and people who you talk to, they're gonna find their space right in this bell curve, right? Rogers bell curve. Rogers bell curve pretty much shares that people follow a certain pattern. Billy, can you help me? I'm sorry, I kicked out the plug. Now it's asking me. So people follow a certain pattern, and they're either the type of people that run with the herd, Like, this is happening right now, and there are people in this room right now that if you're hearing what's going on, right, you go bust a move. But then there's people that are gonna walk out that door with the majority. We already know that pretty much 80% of this room is gonna walk out that door, and they're gonna wait until they see us on Facebook doing all these things, and then they're gonna say, "Dang, I should have got in. Let me get in now." We already know that. I calculate that. I'm a nerd. So that's this portion where you see early majority, late majority. I'm including people that just ain't gonna do nothing. They lack. On this bell curve, they represent. This is my little joke. Who got iPhones in the room? It's not the majority. This corny. But if y'all ain't got an iPhone, maybe y'all on this side of the curve. Y'all call it. Y'all call it. We're playing for it. Okay. All right. I'm just messing with you. I can break it up a little bit. But now, this is what happened. You hear America saying that there's 3% of the world that are over 6 figures. Let me say, it was a couple years ago they said that, 3%. So I put it at 3 to 5%. Those are usually like people that create. How many people have in them to give a creation, but take it to their grave? You got it? It's only a small percentage of people that say, let me make something out of nothing. You heard Melissa say that I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been an entrepreneur because I birthed a company that called Full Moon Consulting. And this company at the time, I saw embroidery wasn't really hot. And combining embroidery with computer imaging, if I could scale it and build it to a point that nobody else can do it. And I had help. I had somebody tell me, Willie, if you could take these large images with what you're drawing out and what you have your artists do, I can't draw, but I had artists. If you could do that, no, he said, you will make a killing. So I did it. I told you. All right. So I became an innovator. But when I heard about Wakanda, see, I didn't create Wakanda. And I came to the table, I was like Johnny, like, man, I wanted to be in that Ford food and seat. And I'm still gonna get there. Let me listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to stay or be whatever he says and whatever I think. I want you to say it. I don't want you're going to say right there. I'm going to be whatever he said, and I think I'm going to be. All right, that's very important mindset, right? So I say you sitting here now, you're early adopter. Just like me, I didn't create Wakanda, but I see the vision and I bust a move. I was just sharing with the gentleman earlier today, when there was 5 people in the room, right? There was 5 people in the room. Mama Dorsey ended up being, when I invited people, 11 more people in there, in another room. But I sat next to Eric Strickland, my now wife is there. She was right here. Eric was right here. And it was 2 other people. He invited one, and somebody else showed up. And Melissa came out the back. And when she shared the presentation, I looked at him. This is what you should be doing. And I asked him, I said, Eric, how many of you? Eric did this. Just me and you. And I'm from the west side of Chicago. We were all the way south. I said, I bought a tube of gummies. I wasn't walking away with nothing. I bought a tube of gummies, what was in my pocket. I said I was an Uber driver. Didn't matter what I was doing for Full Moon Consulting because that was liquidating everything because I was working by myself, no duplication. I bought a tube of gummies. I went to the west side, gave my mom a gummy, her friends, and I took another gummy and gave it to Mohammed and Omar. That's my story. I saw being an early adopter, and I was going to share with everybody because he said nobody else knew about it, just me and you. I said, I'm in. Right? So you hear Jarvis is sharing his story. Next slide. See, early adopters have an advantage, and it's called leverage. You can play Monopoly, the game of Monopoly, or the Men Who Built America. Next slide. Or the Men Who Built America, the railroad. Right? So the railroads, electricity. Well, y'all, when you heard about cannabis going legal and African Americans wasn't invited, did you think and did you believe that you can be an early adopter? Even though they told you no. See, I had out of 1,600 applications, 0, including the, see, I was banking on them 4 founders. I was like, yeah. I was like, we gonna get more than even what they had product. Everywhere we went had nothing, but they was asking us for checks. See, what's interesting about Wakanda is that they didn't just ask me for a check. He just showed you, Jarvis just showed you where they get more of the value than what you're getting. Wakanda wasn't just asking me for a check. All the other politicians, I come from a political circle, was asking me for 10,000, 20,000, and just writing me a paper check. Melissa wrote paper checks, but she was paying me. Can you get what I'm saying? That has not changed. We just now in Bronzeville. This system that you're seeing is Sales Academy training. This you don't want to miss. See, momentum goes like this. It travels like the curve. But what doesn't stop is the need for somebody who maybe suffering from alopecia, or somebody who has that bone pain, or anything else that our products may offer help with. That doesn't change. But some people may not have a big mouth like me. I do have a big mouth. I ain't, look, some people will say, he ain't rap too tight. You just heard Mama Dorsey say, what's wrong with that boy? Well, I blame it on radiation to the brain, because I didn't share with you all that I'm a cancer survivor. Chemotherapy and radiation to the brain. What kind of says, in Flat Belly Lifestyle, the system says that if you start out by knowing your reason why, you can actually share your story and somebody can benefit from it. And maybe they don't have to, like Mama Dorsey, go through a horrible surgery. And I'm not saying we mitigate, cure, diagnose, or treat any disease, but from what I know, when I was an Uber driver, my God always sends help. Okay. So what is your reason why? What motivates you to take action? See, everybody in this room should know how to go through this and share this with their team, or with the person that says, y'all heard Cherry say, she talked to 50, I know she had it. The math says, the Rogers Bell curve says, okay, she probably talked to, I'm gonna say 150 people, right? Or 300 people. So that she knew that 15 would say yes. I'm gonna show you the math that's part of the system. That's number 5. But what is your reason for, why did you share? Rhetorical question. Why are you here? What are you looking for? Are you open?
What your
I'm gonna talk about the money.
you don't remember what your website is.
Income is enough for you. Write down your goals is number 2. How many of us actually, we're going into a New Year's resolution, can see our goals on our wall or in our Bible, or how many of us look at our goals every day and say to myself, I could do this because these are my goals and he said that I can. Right, so, and it's okay if you don't. This today, if you do that, raise your hand. I just want to see. But I also want you to be honest because I'm going to show you the number of people that with that step, and you have it in your sight every single day in your affirmations, that you can create the disposition that tells me nothing different. I'm going to be a diamond in this company. I'm going to be 3-star. And if I put my goals in place and I get certified, I don't understand how you can start a job. I'm ready for training. And making in Chicago less than $15 an hour. Or Amazon, I ain't gonna talk about Amazon right now, but they building monstrosities and you get up in there and you ready to be trained to stand on your feet for 10 to 12 hours and still don't have enough and be tired and circle, I'm going there, I'm coming back, I'm going there, I'm coming back. And these monstrosities with no houses around them, but you got goals, but you in their system. Dang, I said it. Okay. And then you have an industry or industries that said you will be happy and own nothing. Yeah. And Wakanda says you can own everything. My big feet, literally. I got big feet. But you will be happy and own nothing. And I'm gonna go through this, y'all bear with me. But then certification in Wakanda says, Wakanda University, I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna train you, I'm gonna give you everything. You got leaders, brand new leaders that said, I'm gonna give it to you, I'll give you everything. Hey, Billy, do you help me? I'm gonna give you everything. Thank you, Billy. I'm gonna watch it this time. I'm gonna walk close to the front. All right. So it kind of says, you gotta protect yourself. How many people know they gotta protect themselves? Knowing now, you can still make money while you learning and getting certified. You can still get paid. Right? Y'all see what I did? I followed the system. I gave one dummy to my mama because she had research. Gave one to Mohammed and Omar. I was thinking about business. I was thinking about education. Thinking about distribution. Y'all, do you know we are like a distribution network and nobody has a hand on it? But you got to learn that by protecting yourself and learning and getting certified. Flat belly lifestyle. Going through the cleanse. Y'all, let's celebrate if you lost 5 pounds through the flat belly cleanse. If you lost 5 pounds, y'all, if you see some old pictures, he was like, what's your name, brother? Yeah. Jeff, downstairs, looked at the picture on the wall. Didn't even know, he was like, is that you? Yeah, I said, that's a fat meat. That's a 25-pound belly meat. But Eric, who's my frat brother, taught us how to do different because, and then certified us on helping other people. Where do you get that in corporate America? And then you keep majority of the check. Create your story. So I got a lot of stories. Some of them are boring. Some of them, most of them, and with some people in the room, I share your story. I share Dr. Betty's story. I share Melissa's story. I'm going to talk a lot about Justice. Y'all don't think I'm not? That's the system. If somebody has a story and you bring them to the family reunion, that's what I do with my wife. I had my story, but I brought my wife to the family, and then the family started sharing the story. Y'all get what I'm saying about that? Y'all gonna see that in the tools. A list is a database. How can you have a business with no database? You know what I mean? Now, I ain't gonna sure. Some stuff can come out of the sky, every blue moon, early adopters, innovators, it can happen. But if you want to maintain that, you have to have a database. Everybody get mailings and emails and you don't know where they come from. You enter into their database. And I ain't even talking about much of the market. It's a system that is proven to work. Y'all, NFL is a $9 billion industry and multi-level marketing is $190 billion. Which team you gonna land on? All right. So that list is important. All right. So I'm gonna skip 6 and 7 and 8 because those are in the next slide. You should learn how to enroll your customer in personal development. I didn't respect multi-level marketing when I talked to Melissa. I didn't understand it. I saw it with Mama Dorsey and in our last company, but I didn't respect the system, which is why I never ranked. Outside of all the different things like auto ship and all that. So I'm new. I'm just coachable. I just follow the system. And I don't like blowing smoke up people's butt. Now that's the other side of it. Let me show you what I mean. Next slide. Steps 5 through 7, well, 6 through 7. I call this steps in money making activity, MMA, right? Chat, choose, say hello, add, and tag is from Sales Academy Training. Now my team, this is our Bible. Sales Academy Training, money making activity from Minister Moody. If you don't catch this, y'all want to know how did you get done? How did you do it? Was it your church? No, this is my church. The streets are my church. Uber is my church now. And I use the tools. So I'm gonna break these steps down. Number 1, say hello on Facebook. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Drop them in the chat. Say hey everybody. Saying hello gives me a warm. I smile. I say hello. I speak to everybody. It's the Southern way. But it's an entry door. It's part of my courtship. You see the word courtship number 2, right? So I don't, and then I pick up that heavy phone. Who all knows that the phone is heavy? But wouldn't somebody, if you wasn't just talking about business, wouldn't somebody love to hear from you? And you just saying, hey, how you doing? Now I keep that going all the time. I'm always nice. My father used to say, we'll kill him with your kindness. We'll kill him with your kindness. Now I have a Leo side of me. But Terry and most people know that I try to kill him with my kindness. I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna say, and that's the genuine me. So let's say this. Ooh, if you're a jerk, if you don't like people, you're probably not gonna do well in this business. So she calls. Hear me out. Wakanda offers love. We have a culture, right? So those who are online, take a snapshot of this. Now, I love the fact, did y'all know that Jesus asked more questions than he gave more answers? I want y'all to, that's real. Jesus asked more questions than he gave more answers. So obviously he had something going there. If I ask you a question, right, and I listen to the answer, that's a good courtship, I like to think. My wife wasn't going, if I came in saying, I want you to do this, I'm gonna marry you, you go buy my product, or I got these gummies. You open it in the corner, I got this gummies over here, I got changes over here. You can't even ask the question. What type of pain are you having? Right? You have something going on. What medications are you taking? What are you doing about it? Right? I'm getting you all somewhere. I don't have to sell Wakanda, it sells itself. I ask for permission. This is part of my courtship. Is it okay if I send you something in your inbox? 4, tag and show videos. Always add to the group. Number 5, follow up. What did you like? How many people ask people, what do they think? Raise your hand if you ask people, what do they think? Okay, let me tell you, if you ask somebody what do they think, you're gonna be in a long conversation. Let me say this very loosely. How many people really care about what people think? I know, I'm not right to say. Part of me, when it comes to Wakanda, I don't care. Let me give you my disposition. I don't care about what you think about Wakanda. I hope you're hearing it not in an offensive way, but I'm hearing it in my company. This is my company. This is your company. Do you really care? Bev, do you care? Terry, do you care? Be honest. Do you care about what people think about Wakanda? Emerald, do you care about what people think about Wakanda? Ruby? Sapphire. People who have received the products and have used it, do you really care about what people think about Wakanda? That's like, you know. Yeah. All right. Here's the tools, are the rules. Next slide. I'm not rapid type, y'all. Just remember I said it. So there's an income disclaimer that I have to share with you that is on our website because I'm about to go into some money, right? I'm gonna give you the math of what I've seen. This is my experience personally, and I'm using all the disclaimers. And the final, the leading disclaimer is this income disclaimer. If you go to our website, scroll all the way down, it says income disclosure statement, right? And these numbers are not calculated by ourselves, but on all transparency, it shows everything that's happened within Wakanda, including people who have gotten a free test drive, right, and did nothing. Okay? I'm making that clear. Did y'all hear me? Free test drive, did nothing. Zero. No, I'm not gonna say that. But they may be part of the early majority or late majority. And then last word. Next slide. Okay, so I brought this up to date, money-making activity. I believe that if you are missing the morning call, especially on Monday, you're not running a business. This is when our CEO talks. So, and I've had this from the beginning. This, you all, is old. I just replaced some pictures, but this is money-making activity. Sales Academy training, those steps, my team follows up with money-making activity. Why do I share that? Because everybody eats. I don't care if they're looking at the 20 to 50%. Remember, somebody says they don't want to build a team. Everybody eats. And then the more that they do these activities, so morning calls, Saturday calls, my team calls, me with my team. These calls are important to get the content of what's going on. Would y'all want the rapture to happen and you just like walking around like, what happened? And people are just, you call it. I'm not rapping that. But you see people are this big, they go on and you don't know about it. You don't know what happened. Well, I'm telling you, the company is moving to Wakanda, and those who are in the company, if you don't know something, you miss it. All right? So being on the cars. Now, I believe I'm fair when it comes to math. I'm very conservative. I believe consistency, though. When you see the time, 1 to 2 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours a day, 3 to 5, I'm talking about these steps of money-making activity. I'm not talking about you lingering on Facebook, looking at pictures. I'm not talking about you. No, I'm talking about a system, and you're doing that as if you stepped on a job and they said, let's do this on that assembly line. You package it. This is the system. Well, this is my added piece to break down the system because I do love teaching. So when you look at chat, this is chat, okay? Questions, similar questions. Remember, I went through those steps. Some of the questions that we're using today, do you know what's happening on the inside of your body? This is a setup question. I know they're gonna say no, right? Do you know your blood type? How many people in here know their blood type? Okay, how many people don't know their blood type? Raise your hand, it's up. If you don't know your blood type, raise your hand. Ooh, y'all been doing good. Okay, that means we're kind of doing what we need to do. Because in the average room that I asked that question, there's a lot of people who don't know their blood type. So thank the distributor or the partner or the broker, whatever you want to call them, that shared with you those questions. They ask you questions. Ask for permission. This is how that looks. So, and these, what you see here, you see these are tools, you all. These are actually photos. See, when you're a product of the product, the gentleman said, did I use the beard oil? He walked in, did you use the beard oil? I was like, yes. Product of the product. Do I have a flat belly after having a baby? Yes, I'm a product of the product. But I can also now take Glenda's picture because she followed the system. Well, I don't want to take a picture. Look, let me give you a way. Take a picture to have it for you. I hope y'all catched it. Ms. Bear, I know you don't like Facebook. We ain't even talking about that to it, but this is what I want you to do. Take a picture for yourself. So, because when you look in the mirror, you used to seeing what you see every day. You probably don't see what Terry sees in you. So, because that's normal, just take a picture for yourself. Don't even worry about it later. And just put it away. I'm not telling her that she needs the picture. Y'all see that? Y'all pay that? Right. All right. So she takes that picture. Liz, I don't see she on here too. I don't see the results. She looking at after picture, because I said, take the after picture. I don't see the results. I'm not sending. I said, give me a shot. Just send me the picture and let me put it side by side for you. Soon as I sent her back this picture, boom, she was like, oh my God. So take the picture. Why do I share that? I always ask for permission, you all, before I do anything with anybody. Would it be okay to inbox you? Are you open to learning more? Dr. Prince has taught us Dr. Prince has taught us so much about losing hazardous waste. I use the word that be like, boom. He told me I was a porta potty. He did. That caught my attention. He said, Mooney, you should be a waste management system and you walking around here like a porta potty. But it worked. So I do use that. Right, but I asked, all right, so ask for permission. Dr. Eric, hazardous waste, I've learned a lot. Can I share with you what I've learned? You think a person will tell you no after you just set them up? I don't ask open-ended questions. I ask a particular question because that's what Jesus did. He get the answer. Right? And a person will tell you how many, well, there's only a couple men. Okay, let me flip this. How many women in the house have said to your spouse, you don't listen to me? Yeah. But it's the truth. The system to listen to my wife. I know I'm wrong. I'm telling you, it's the system. She be like, let me tell you, my wife, she be like, you use this stuff on me. I'll be like, oh, I'm busted. Of course, it's the system. I listen because a person will tell you exactly who they are, what they want. So I listen. I don't have to decide who's the customer or who's the promoter. I get excited over that. I get excited when I expose somebody and be like, boom, got that first tool. Jump shot. Boom, second tool. Got you. And I'm setting you up. I don't care if you today, most people 2 years from now, 3 years from now. My list is right now, and I've been slacking, but it's over 600 people long. I'm playing Monopoly. You want to know how to be a diamond? I'm playing Monopoly. And honestly, I already knew it, but I may not sprint. I'm a long distance runner because I follow the system. So worrying about the business, you only need to worry if you're not following the system. You don't need to worry if you're following the system. So I add people to the group because that's the family reunion. That's my courtship. Then I copy people to the group and I send them tools, I tag them in videos, I do all these things. Next slide. I'm glad they give me a little extra time. Y'all know I'm long with this. Let me tell you, would y'all believe that I don't talk to the people that I expose to the business? I use the tools. Using the tools for me is the rule. I just shared that they ain't gonna listen to me. You've been knowing me for whatever I'm your first point of contact. So I'm gonna take Terry and I'm gonna bring her to an event and I'm gonna let Jarvis do all the calls. Got it? My three-way calls. I do them with somebody else. So you add them to the group. This is a place where they're exposed to the company culture. You are allowing them to be exposed to more information without you doing all the work. People are just plain nosy, y'all. You can go to a family reunion, ain't they nosy? They're gonna ask all the questions about you, right? But that's good for you if people are nosy. Tag them in comments under announcements. Hey, name, check out this video. Hey, Mom, Dr. Betty, check out this video and let's talk later. That's no big deal. I'm like, would you check out this video for me? Would you check out this? Would you check out this video, please? No, check out this video. We'll talk tomorrow. How about I follow up with you about 2 or 3 o'clock? No big deal. Disposition. Remember, I did a training on that. All right. So tag them in and out. Okay. Hey, name, check out this video. Let's tag later. I want all of you to start thinking ahead. I want you to play chess and not checkers. I want you, people will post content. Now, would y'all know what they seeing? They seeing all the new rock stars. Everybody, ooh, strategic. I'm like, yes. When people win in the company, Dr. Betty, Sylvia, I'm like, average people win. What do you think my math formula is when I just set up the Monopoly board? And you can set it up too. Everybody in those groups that I put in there years ago, they like, dang, new people. It ain't just Minister Mooney no more. I want to be in front of this room. I want to see people, new people in front of this room. Because that means, like Jarvis says, that the system works. You have to put people in the groups. Plant-based lifestyle, fat belly lifestyle. So when we put them pictures in there, boom, 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 it's like, shit, y'all look at my Facebook, like, whoa. You get what I'm saying? I don't care. That's my disposition. When we had a pajama party, it's like, we looking good. Y'all looking good. Y'all looking young. Wait a minute. And you're just the average person that puts somebody in there. See, and then I don't ask people, remember, I asked them any tool what did you like about the pajama party? What did you like about that photo that I sent? Next slide. What did you like? 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 This practice makes perfect. Imagine this, and this was the truth. And that's why my wife said, you use this stuff on me, and I'm a little long with it. But our first date, man, I could dress, but I didn't dress for the date. It was good. My beard was raggedy. I had on I don't know what I had on. And my wife, she had on her thing, she had just finished. It was a spontaneous meetup. She would say, that's not a date. She did say that, that's not a date. Met up at the movies. What if I would have asked her, what did you think about the date? She would have said, I think you shouldn't have wore that shirt. I think you shouldn't have wore that shoes. I think you should have come for beer. I didn't ask her what she thought. I asked her, what did she like about the date? She said, I like the fact that you opened the door for me. Boom. I like the fact that you bought me popcorn. I'm writing it down. I ain't trying to lose. It's the system. All right, let me go deeper. That list and all of that course shit, I'm writing this down. I gotta take notes, y'all. Nobody else can read, but I can. So what if I told you all that courtship book, remember the little black book? Anybody? Men do, women, you was in it, but it was a list. I'm sorry. But you might have been in that book, but check it out. I want you to get the theory of the black book, the list, the database. The theory of it was that, I'm never going to be without a date when I want to go. Let me rephrase that. I'm never going to be without a customer during this month. I'm never going to be without a new partner coming in when I need them to come in. The black book or the list is the functionality of your business. And then I really didn't have it. Yes, I did. I had black book. Okay. So using the tools are the rules. Say that. Using the tools are the rules. All right. So we got the doctor's advisory video, short-term video, short testimony, introductory, medical education, flat belly videos. What did you like about the video? Based on how they answer the question, I was just sending them to another tool. I'm like playing Connect Four. Boom, boom. I'm playing a video game. Wakanda for me and exposure is like a video game. I really, although I have my personal stuff that you all will hear me share, and I probably will get teary-eyed about it if I think about it, it's like a video game on another end. It's business. But on a personal, because Wakanda can be so, I'm looking at faces, I know it can be impressionable, I know what happens. That's the lifeline. But the way to get people there, if you're trying to help them, is running the system. It's called courtship. It's called building relationships. So based on how I always listen. Listen, some of us don't listen. A person will tell you exactly how to sell them. Based on what I sent them as a tool, putting them to another tool, listen, what did you like? And then I invite them out to what? A grand opening, an online overview, a private business reception, Super Saturday, bio scan event, and lead them all the way to ordering the products or a three-way call. Three-way call is so important. That person that you introduce in that three-way call is a tool. So I'm gonna share a corny video and then I'm done. Corny story and then I'm done. So I always encourage my people. I'll be like, let me do the talking, you cash the check. I don't talk to my own Mama Dorsey. I didn't have to convince her because I brought her to the tool. I won't go convince. What is wrong with this boy? That's listen to me. I already put that in my head from the very beginning. I'm not trying to convince nobody. Let me use the tool. So I kept, boom, let me hit her with this. Let me hit her with this. Industry. I'm like, listen to what she said. Boom, let me hit her with this. Let me hit her with, I'm like, oh shit. Oh, she's sitting on that. Oh, we don't want to go out on date. You like my popcorn? All right, what do you cook? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's all for you. Minister Moni, can you come and cook on my cooking show? Well, sure I can. And what happened? Well, what did you do? Tell them what you do. No, I don't really want it. No, we ain't got to do this. Somebody blurts out. He went with kind of like, oh, guys. You never see me coming. They shouldn't see you coming. Using the tools are the rules. So courtship sort of. So three-way call. Let me do the talking, you cash the check. That means I'm a tool, right? So I cracked this corny joke with, you can go to the next slide. I cracked this corny joke with my team. And I said, what's that? Y'all know, back in the day, my old man, he used to have me using this tool, digging up weeds. And it had a little spike on it. It was a long stick with a spike like that, flat. Y'all know what that tool is? Anybody drop it in the chat? Who said that? Raise your hand if you say a hoe. Raise your hand if you say a pig.
No.
What'd you say?
I can't think of the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So the answer is a hoe. So give yourself a round of applause if you said a hoe. Clap. So this is my corny joke. So my corny joke to my team was use the tools are the rules. Don't be the hoe, use the hoe. I told y'all I was going to yell at you. The two is the hoe. Don't be the hoe, use the hoe. This is the play on that. But so this is just look. So I thought I was done with that morning joke. So Felicia Clark was like, so she known her a long time, she probably 10 shows. She was like, Minister Mooney, you do the three-way calls for us, right? And I was like, yeah. She was like, that means you a tool, right? She was like, I was like, yeah. So she was like, you a hoe. So is that what it said or not?